UoArcAngel Mobile Gaming.
Hey everybody, it's UoArcAngel and welcome to another legendary video. Today I'm going to talk about Legendary 101, what to dust, what to keep. The game keeps changing, so everybody's been asking me in the guild since they're new what I should keep. They'll be posting pictures, should I keep this? So I'm going to go over everything I can and remember. The game has changed so much. This is about the third time it's changed since I started playing. There was no gear. It was just matching gems. And now you have to figure out what you got to keep, what you don't want to keep, and all that. So I'm going to go over all that in this video. It's going to be a little bit longer, probably, because I'm going to try to touch each topic as I could think of them. So, and it is early in the morning, so coffee video. My work cup of coffee. I'm not at work, but I have my work cup. So now, to talk about these cards, let's first one I'm going to talk about is wardens. So I'm going to bring up my wardens. If you get a chance to kill a forge boss, start out that way to get your wardens. But I recently just started upgrading my wardens because the newer ones that come out that you can win in the events are stronger and better. They have different counters, like alacrity is in there, gem silence. They're the cards I'm starting to use for GVG. Plus, for GVG, you want to keep your hammers. I've been dusting. You want to upgrade your hammers as much as possible. It takes a while, but especially for me. I've actually been dusting some of my older ones. I still have a bunch in here, but these cards you definitely want to keep for GVG and PvP if that ever comes back. I don't know when they're gonna come back or whatever. I still have some older wardens in here that I haven't dusted yet because I'm just holding on to them. But every new event, it seems like the warden you win is going to be stronger than the last event, just like the cards every week keep getting stronger and stronger. So that's one you want to keep. You want to keep wardens, evolve them, 6 stars, put them in your GVG, and that's it on the wardens. That's all I have. That's one of them you want to keep. Now, it used to be, I used to say wardens, slayers, commanders, bounty hunters, legends, and all that. You still want to keep them, but you have to, now you have to weed out the good from the bad. Some events, now with this new intensity, um, some of the intensity cards are good, especially if you get the whole set. If you don't get the whole set, you got to weed out the good from the bad. Um, you're still going to want to keep commanders and slayers and all that, but you have to see. Now I'm focusing on gem spawners, gem rainers. Uh, I'm focusing on power gem makers, and also I'm still keeping turnback cards. There are 4 cards you really want to keep: turnback cards, power gem creators, gem spawners, and gem rainers. I still have gem rainers as I haven't been using them as much, but I still keep them for now. It could change in like a week. Who knows with this game? So let me give you an example of, let's see, we'll do turnback cards. Now, like I said, turnback cards you want to keep. They're good to use. Let me find one. uh, they're good to use in PvP and in GVG, but even though you see a lot, as our guild got higher in GVG, I saw a lot of alacrity in there. That's why I say alacrity is a good thing to have. Turn back card is like this, like a Lady of Justice card. If you turn it around, uh, battle skill fully heals yourself, increase the number of turns until the target attacks by 2. Anything that has this, like the turn back, is good to keep. You're going to want to keep them and have a couple of them for all your decks, like your dark deck, your light deck, etc. That's one of my turn back cards. I have a bunch of them right now. Um, I am not the greatest GVG player. I'm still struggling because I don't have the greatest decks. So those turn back cards help you in GVG and PvP as well. I like them because it fully heals yourself. It's a little bit, the cooldown is 7 turns, but I still like them. So turn back cards is one. Now, as far as gem rainers or cards that clear the board too, totally forgot like that. Like Monk, this is one I'm using in my setup this week. He actually, his battle skill is destroy all non-light gems and attack for 1100 of attack. What that will do will clear the board and all your light gems will fall to the bottom. Just like if you have the Night Sun in fire, um, the Fallen one in dark. I forget the other ones if there's any other ones, but that's a good card to keep right now as well. Is I don't know what you would call that. It's not really a gem rainer. It just clears the board. Example of gem rainer. We'll have to go to my water deck because I have a couple. Icarus is a gem rainer. What that means, battle skill greatly increase the drop rate of water gems until your next turn. So if you kind of clear the board as much as you can, what will happen is gems will fall down. And it works good with a board clearer like Kook or the Night Sun, because I actually use them first. Then I'll hit Kook and I'll just have a board full, not totally full, but full of water gems to easily match, and more will fall down after that. That's a card you should keep as well, is a Gem Rainier, as long as it increases the drop rate of gems. That's another one. Then you have your Power Gem 3 or better. Unfortunately, they're usually the ultra rares anymore. Past couple events, here is one that I got that I really like. Cecilia from a fire event. Her battle skills generate 1 fire power gem 3. If you have less than 100 HP, this effect is doubled. So you get 2 3s on there. If your HP is below 100, I like them because to generate that power, you need to get up there and kill some stuff. You need to combine some Gem 3s or Gem 4 or whatever you have, do a combination with them. And I've showed you many times in my videos about them. Here's another one in fire, Adalia. She just generates 1, but still, if you could get a card like that, a couple cards like that, and put them in your decks, it's going to work for you. And there's the Night Sun, as I said, in there. So I really like my fire deck. I haven't used it lately because the intensity now, the last fire intensity card I hated. I'm hoping this week it's different. So we'll see about that. Now, as far as, why am I grabbing that? As far as putting gems on the board, there's a bunch of them, especially the new ones. Brutus from this event will spawn light gems for you. 4 to 6 light gems and increase technology intensity depending on your HP. So you're going to get 6 gems. Now the new legend spawns 13 light gems. Those legends are actually awesome. I wish I had them, but they're good cards to have. Spawning more gems for you. The ultra rares that are in the events are usually the ones that do that, and they do the power gems as well. Um, what else didn't I talk about? I thought it'd be a longer video. So that's what you got to look for is your gem spawners that can put gems on the board for your power gem spawners that put gems on the board so you can combine them, your rainers, and your board clearers. And with the intensity, some of the intensity cards are good to keep. There's actually one that was released that I probably won't end up keeping because he doesn't put any gems on the board, and that's Thor. I was kind of disappointed in this deck. Actually, the secondary card is better for me to keep because he does nothing. It's like a turn back card. You become immune to damage, so I might keep it for a while. Um, for one turn, like if you know when someone's going to attack you, if you use this before that, you won't get hit, and it's like kind of like a turn back, but not as good. Um, Plus, I have some other ones. Freya was actually the better one out of this group. You create 2 water gems, get an extra water gem for every 30 god intensity. I thought that was the better card out of that. I forget what the ultra rare was because I didn't get it anyway. So just got to watch some of these cards, especially the new ones. If you get the whole set, you're going to want to keep the set together, of course. But if you only get a couple, then you're going to have to say, well, which one am I going to keep? If it's spawning gems, you're going to keep it. Any card really that spawns gems, I'm holding on to for now, whether it be just a couple gems. There's actually wardens that do that. Not that I use wardens in my attacking group, but that I think is going to tell the story for Legendary 101.2, I'm going to call this. So you're going to keep your wardens, of course. You're going to get your gem spawners, your gem rainers, your clear the board guys like the fallen one, the night sun, monk, and your power gem spawners. They're the ones you're going to look for. Now with this new intensity, if you don't buy all the cards, that's why I'm holding on to all this stuff because I don't have a good set. So if you're a newer player and you get a good deck going, then you could see what you could plug in here and there. But for me, they're the cards I'm keeping for now. And maybe if I ever have a good deck, a tremendous deck like some people, I won't have to. I'm sure I'm going to have to change because the game changes constantly. It's in a year, it's just gone from this to that. And it's hard to keep up with now, especially if you don't buy as much. Like I don't buy as much, so I'm not getting the ultra rare. I'm not getting this. I'm not getting that. So every week I'm trying to plug in something. That's why I make the videos for guys who don't spend a lot or are a free to play player. It's really hard to do free to play. If you can, I am VIP. I love VIP, even though it's $30. I think it should be cheaper. They're actually improving on that. You get gems every day from VIP and some loot tickets and everything else. So I really like VIP, and I'll probably keep that. That's one of the things I keep for $30 a month or whatever it costs. If it goes up, I don't know if I'll keep it. But anyway, hope this video helps you out. Don't forget to leave me comments in the comment section. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I will see you Tuesday for the next event and the card preview. So this is UoArcAngel from the Great Keystone State saying, Steelers tonight, baby. Watch it.